Dear students, I welcome you to Fatima High Secondary School 11th Standard Computer Science students to this online class. Chapter 1, Introduction to Computers. Before we proceed to our lesson, you being a computer science student, you should be aware of what is meant by computer. Computer is an electronic device. What is meant by electronic device? Any device which has a circuit board in it, we call it as an electronic device. Example, computer, smartphone, televisions, these are called as electronic device. Inside this device, you can see a electronic circuit board, and so we call them as electronic device. It takes input data. Computer is a machine, and so it cannot work of its own. So we have to feed data and instructions to the computer to work. Instruction means command, and for command we will say what to do. Command means what to do. Based on the data which we feed, we have to give instruction to the computer based on the data what it has to do. That is, we call it as command. It processes it according to set of instructions given to it. Set of instructions means program. There are various programs for various purpose. We can't use the same program for all the purpose. For certain things, for the program which we write can be used only for that particular purpose. For example, addition. Addition means what we will do? A plus B. We can use plus only for addition. We can't use that symbol plus for subtraction. The same way, set of instruction means program. Program written for a particular purpose can be used only for that particular purpose. It gives out output at a very fast rate, and so in computer we can see we can get the output at very fast. It stores it for future reference, and so that output which we obtain can be saved in our hard disk, pen drive, and so we can use it for future references. The term computer refers to humans who perform calculations using abacus and slide rule. The term computer refers to humans who perform calculations using abacus and slide rule. The term computer is derived from the word compute, which means calculate. And so this computer refers to the person who does the calculation. It doesn't refer to the device, but it refers to the human beings who perform calculations. Normally for each work, suppose if the person is recording accounts, we call them as accountant. And similarly, in this computer, the person who performs calculation using abacus and slide rule, we call them as computer. Computer is a name given to the person who does calculation and not to the device. The term computer is derived from the word compute, which means calculate. This term is later given to the computer, which replaces the human beings. In the beginning, the name computer is given to the human being, but later what happened? This name is being replaced to the device. The basic function of a computer is input, process, and output. Say A and B are the two inputs. These two inputs A and B are added. This is done at process. In input we have A and B. These are two inputs, and in process what we do? We add both A and B. And finally in output what we will get? We will get the output as C. C is equal to A plus B. In numerical form I have given it as 2 and 1. 2 and 1 are the two inputs, and so these 2 and 1 are added at process. What we have to do? We have already seen instruction. That is 2 and 1 are added. And finally we get the output 3 as an output. The next is data. Data means unprocessed raw fact. Data means unprocessed raw fact. In short, we can say collection of details. It is a collection of any details. The details collected may not be related or unrelated to the needs. Whatever details which we collect, it cannot be related one. We cannot say all the details which we collected are related one. And similarly, we cannot say the details which we collected are unrelated one. We cannot come to any conclusion. There is no any conclusion. There is no any meaningful message from the collected details. We cannot get any meaningful details. Example, 13, Balu, 145C. We doesn't know what is 13. Balu, whom it refers, 145C. And so in this, there is no any meaning. The next one is information. Information is processed data. Information means processed data. The collected details are analyzed, separated, from which we can come to a conclusion. In the before example, we have seen it is unprocessed raw fact. For example, I want to know which is the best network. Just take this as an example. I want to know which one is the best network. There are three networks, Airtel, Jio and Vodafone. And so what I am doing? I am just collecting the feedback from the people. I am collecting feedback from various people regarding this, which network is the best network. And so various people will be giving various suggestions. Some will say Airtel, some will say Jio, some will say Vodafone. And so from that, what I cannot do? I cannot come to any conclusion. That is data, raw fact. And after collecting the data, what I will do? I will just segregate it. I will just separate the persons who are given that Jio as the best network separately, Airtel separately, and Vodafone separately. Suppose if I have collected some 20 feedbacks, I have collected 20 feedbacks, and from that 20, 18 of them are telling that Jio is the best network. And so what I can do? I can come to a conclusion that Jio is the best network. Similarly, among 20, 15 of them are telling that Airtel is the best network. And I can come to a conclusion that Airtel is the best network. That is, I am segregating the data. Only after segregating the data, I can come to a conclusion. That is information. Information, we can come to a conclusion, but in data, we cannot come to any conclusion. It gives meaningful message. Information gives us a meaningful message. Example, Balu is 13 years old. See, in this example, we can come to a conclusion that Balu is a boy, he is 13 years old. This is information. But in the above example, just see 13, Balu, 145C. And so there is no any meaning in that. Computer is seen everywhere in our life. And so we can see computer everywhere in this world. We cannot say a place where computer is not being used. Some of the example is education. There are various websites from where we can learn various subjects. Suppose if you want to learn about physics, just you have to log in into the website. Just you have to select the subject physics, and so you can learn what you are studying in 11th standard on the website. The same topic, same explanation, but in a detailed way. They will explain it by using pictures, animations, and so you can learn more better. Then travel. Suppose you want to reserve your ticket, you can reserve it. Tourism. If you want to visit any place, you can get details about that particular place. Weather forecast. When it will rain, where it will rain, all those informations you can get it in weather forecast. Research. Even now, that is at present, various research work is being going on. For what? For discovering the vaccine for corona. And so even in this research, what they have done? They have implemented, that is, they have involved computer in this research purpose. They will feed all the medicines what they have discovered so far, and so from that computer itself, what it will do? It will select the particular medicines. E-commerce, Flipkart, Amazon, these are the examples for e-commerce. There is no need that you have to go to the particular shop and buy the things. Just sitting in your home, you can just order your things. computer has become a necessity in our life. And so computer has become a part of our life. We cannot omit computer. Computer in the sense, it doesn't mean a screen, CPU, monitor, even the smartphone which we use. Smartphone is also a computer. We call it as a Palm PC. Palm PC. And so that is the computer which fits in our hand, in our palm. That's why we call it as a Palm PC. Computers have brought a revolution in our life with their speed and accuracy. Nowadays, we can see there are various advancements in computer, various latest technologies, latest processor. And so with this, what happens? The speed and accuracy of the computer increases. Normally, we use computer for speed and accuracy. Accuracy, you know, that is correctness. Whatever work we give to the computer, the output will be an accurate one. Today, nothing can function without computers. And so in today's life, we cannot assume anything without computer. Whatever it may be, in every place or in every device, there will be a computer. That is, the operation of the computer will be implemented. Computer means that you should not imagine monitor should be there, CPU should be there, mouse should be there. No. The function of the computer, the basic function of a computer, how a computer works, that principle will be implemented in that device. Take refrigerator, your AC, your television, traffic signal. In all the places, the technology, that is, the computer is being implemented. Many organizations have become paperless. After invention of this computer, that is, after people started using this computer, all the data are being saved in the computer itself. There is no need that we have to manually write and we have to store it. And so all the data are computerized. Even you can see this in some of the shops. If you go to shops to buy things, they will never issue a bill. Instead of that, what they will do? They will just send a message, that is a copy of the bill, to your mobile phone. And so this reduces the paperwork. Computers have developed over the years for simple calculating device to high-speed portable computers. And so computers are developed from the simple calculating device. It is not developed all of a sudden. Just from the simple calculating device, that is abacus. And so now it has come to high-speed portable computers. What is meant by portable computers? Portable computers are nothing but notebook PC or laptop. Notebook PC or laptop is called as portable computers. Manual method of calculations are slow and mistakes may be occurred. And so when we do calculations manually, normally we will be doing it in slow. And also there are possibilities to get errors. The first calculating device, abacus, leads us to today's extremely high-speed calculating devices. Only this abacus, the first calculating device abacus, is the base for developing today's high-speed calculating device. Charles Babbage is considered to be father of computer. Charles Babbage is called as the father of computer. He invented analytical engine in 1837. Charles Babbage invented analytical engine in the year 1837. This analytical engine, this is a model of the analytical engine. This analytical engine contains arithmetic and logic unit. Arithmetic and logic unit. We have already studied about basic function of a computer: input, process, output. And so in this process, we have three units: arithmetic logic unit, control unit, and memory unit. These three units together we call it as processor. Okay. And so this analytical engine contains what? Arithmetic and logic unit. Then integrated memory. This is a model of this analytical engine. It contains arithmetic and logic unit. This is the arithmetic and logic unit, and integrated memory. The built-in memory. Integrated memory means built-in memory. And between this arithmetic and logic unit, there is a flow. This we call it as control flow. Control flow means controlling the working of a device. Control flow, we call it as control flow. From one device to another device, the data will be transferred. This we call it as flow of control. This lead to the development of first general purpose computer. Only this, after inventing this analytical engine, it paves a way for developing that is today's latest computers.